Hello, everyone. Hello. How do you like that ring of stars in my eyes? Darn ring lights. That's what happens when you wear glasses, right? Hello, I am Trish, the Purple Yarnivore. Welcome to my channel. Hello to everybody. First off, I want to welcome all my new subscribers to my channel. I am so thrilled for you to be here. I am quite surprised and wowed by the number of subscribers I've recently gotten. I don't know if anyone's given me a shout out or not, but I am just really very thrilled. Welcome to my channel. I hope you love my content. And welcome to all my returning subscribers. Thank you for always being here for me. Today is a video about WIPS and FOs. Okay, so I might bounce back between the two, but I wanted to show you some things. I also got my newest Mary Maxim Crochet Club. I am very happy with it. So let's begin, shall we? Okay, so I dabble, and I mean dabble, in knitting. I mostly make the Ross hat. I am making hats for homeless, and some of these are for homeless, some of these are staying with me, but I wanted to show you. Okay, so the first hat I knit, well, not the very first one, but the first one I'm going to show you is a bit of a cone head. But I was learning how to change colors in knitting, so I kind of got distracted. And you know, when in his pattern, when you first start decreasing, you do a decrease row, and then you do a knit row, and then you do a decrease row, and you go back and forth until you reach a certain point, and then after that it's all decrease rows. Well, I made the mistake of continuing. And some of you guys who knit probably know what I did wrong, but I continued with the decrease knit, and I didn't go right to the decrease when I was supposed to. So I got myself a cone head. Isn't that funny? I blocked it. I tried to fix it, but it's a cone head. My sister says it's not that bad, but I feel like if I could just get this to come out. Anyway, I'm still going to give it to my hats for the homeless. It was fun learning how to change colors in the pattern, and you know, it actually, I think it turned out not so bad, except for the cone part, but the rest of it I think turned out really well. So that's my first hat for the homeless. My second one, I cannot tell you about the yarn because I dyed it myself, and it's really nice fall colors with like the oranges and the yellows and the black speckles. So this would be kind of like maybe a 6 to 8 year old hat for a 6 to 8 year old child. I did make sure there was no cone head on this one. So yeah, that's what that one looks like. And then I made like a little like toddler size. And this one I used the Willow Daily yarn that I got on Hirschner's. And this is a bulky 5, I believe. It's 100% superwash wool. It just says bulky weight, so it could be a 5 or a 6. I think it's closer to a 5, maybe. Well, kind of like in between a 5 and a 6. Anyway, this is the color Sunspot, and this is the color that I used for this cute little hat. And I did not do a cone head on this one either, thank God, Yeah, that's what that one looks like. Pinks and oranges and yellows. And then I use the Nordica yarn. I believe the color is mint. And I made this, and then my daughter claimed it. So basically, it's a 3-weight yarn, okay, and it's self-patterning. So that's how that turned out. And I will be making more of these for the homeless. And then the next one I want to show you, my next FO, is also a hat. This is a crocheted hat. I got this off of Saren's Crochet channel. And it is a cable. And that's what that looks like. Very cool, very nice. And this, I used the Premier Basics DK yarn in the color Coral. It's kind of a light coral, really, I think. But yeah, this is a really cool pattern. Easy to work up. So yeah, nice cabled hat there. Next, I wanted to show you some stuff from my crochet clubs. Now, it feels like I'm just getting one crochet club after another every week. But to be honest, Mary Maxim was having, a few challenges, and they were updating some stuff. And so I didn't get a crochet club for, God, I want to say 2 months. And finally they decided they were going to play catch up, and I had gotten 2 in 1 month, and then I got the one that I will show you here in a few minutes. But from my first one, it was a summer top. Now I got both panels done finally. I just need to sew it together, and since I lost the pattern and I can't find it, I am going to just sew it together the way I want to and not worry about sewing it together the way the pattern tells me to. But this used the summer top. They sent me 5 balls of the Summer Kiss Lion Brand Summer Kiss yarn in the color Papaya. So I'm going to show you one of the panels. This is what that stitch looks like. Very cool. So when I sew it together, I might do peekaboo sleeves, I don't know, but I will wear this in one of my videos, I'm sure of it. I really love it. I told myself that if I get the crochet clubs, they weren't just going to go into a cubby and sit there for a year collecting dust. No, no, no. I was actually going to do as many of the patterns as I could with the crochet club. That doesn't mean I'm going to do all of them, but I will do as many as I can. If not use the pattern that came with the kit, I would at least use the yarn. So anyway, I had gotten this really great kit, and it came with 2 kinds of yarn and 2 patterns. 2 in 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I will take that. So the first one I want to show you is this lovely scarf. It's called a summer scarf using the Knitting Fever brand painted cotton. It's 100% pure Giza cotton. And I had gotten the I keep calling it the Neapolitan color because honestly it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. And as hot as it is, oh, I really want some right now. You know what my favorite ice cream is? Ever. I can never find it. But my favorite ice cream ever is Spumoni. I know. I used, like, 20 years ago I could find it in the grocery stores, but no, no, no. not anymore. So I haven't had spumoni in a long time, but I love spumoni ice cream. Okay, anyway, so this basically has like the pinks and that vanilla and the chocolate, strawberry vanilla chocolate. It's just like Neapolitan ice cream. Or those little Brock's Neapolitan coconut candies. I love those too. I love coconut, okay? So now I want some Brock's Neapolitan coconut candies all mixed in with some Neapolitan ice cream. Okay. So anyway, make this scarf, this summer scarf. It's really pretty. It's got some laciness to it. So I did finish it, minus sewing in my ends, because unless I'm giving something as a gift, or I tend to wear it out in public, I'm really bad about sewing in ends. But I will show you my Neapolitan scarf. The summer scarf. It's not real wide. So, you know, it's cottony, so it's made for summer. Although I really can't tolerate it too much for summer. Anything wrapped around my neck is gonna make me sweat buckets, let me tell you. But yeah, that's how the color works up, and it's very lacy. Maybe if I just, I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah, it's hot. Anyway, so that was my Mary Maxim, one of the patterns. And then the other one, okay, the other one is this delicate shells crochet shawl. Now, this shawl is very beautiful. It most certainly is. Absolutely gorgeous. And to make it, they sent me the It's a Wrap rainbow. And let me tell you, I started on this. I started on this pattern, this gorgeous lacy shawl. Okay. I decided, you know, I'm unsure about this yarn, but I'm going to date it. I'm going to take it for a few rows. We're going to see how it goes. Let's see if I like it. I know it's a really popular yarn. A lot of people love the It's a Wrap yarn. Which also, by the way, is exactly like the Wrap Star yarn. Wrap Star. Which I think has been discontinued and no longer exists. But I have a lot of the Wrap Star. And the Wrap Star has some wool in it, but it has the separate threads. You know, they're not spun together at all. They're like, I don't know, like 4 threads that are just together. So my biggest thing, I tried to date that shawl, okay? We went out for a couple rows. I wasn't feeling it at first, but I thought, you know, give it a chance. Don't judge it. You never know. So several rows go by, and I'm like, you know, I'm still just not feeling you. I'm just not. I'm not feeling the pattern. It just. I'm sorry. We're not working out. It's just, it's not you, it's me. I think someone else would appreciate and love you better. I broke up with the pattern. Okay? I ended things, and I kept the yarn, and I decided I was going to do something else with it. Okay? Because it's so pretty, isn't it? So Fiber Spider came out with a new shawl pattern, which is basically double crochets and granny stitches I think he does 3 rows of grannies and 3 rows of double crochets. Of course, in the video, he says you can change it up. You can, make it yours. Of course, duh. I did though. So I decided to take this It's a Wrap yarn and make the shawl that he just most recently posted a tutorial on. I have seen this stitch pattern before, but it was a nice refresher course watching his video. So yeah, this is what I'm doing with the It's a Wrap yarn. So let me tell you about the It's a Wrap yarn. Okay, I know a lot of people love it. Anyone's entitled to love it, okay? We're all entitled to our opinions, but I will tell you, I have so much trouble with this yarn, with the Wrap Star yarn and the It's a Wrap yarn, because of the separate threads that go through it, okay? It's very hard for me to work with. I like to crochet very quickly. I like to get things done. I like to push them out. But the threads, like sometimes I'll do a stitch and one of the threads sticks out because it's a little longer than the other threads in the same stitch. Or, you're pulling yarn out and one of the threads is longer or shorter than the other. And it just, I'm having to pull out a stitch, redo it, do a few stitches, pull out a stitch, redo it. And it's just so thready and time consuming because I want it to work out well, but it's not working out well. So I will also not work with this again. Now, in my Michaels, when they had this, they do not anymore. I think maybe it was being discontinued or something. They had a really huge sale on it, like at a few months ago or something. It was $11.99. They were selling it for $11.99 a cake. So I never got it. I had never gotten it before. I've never used it or worked with it until it came into my crochet kit. Now, I think it was just fantabulous that I got 2 patterns in 1 month. However, I did not like the pattern. Remember, I ended things, not all patterns are meant for everybody. And the yarn I had really high hopes for, and unfortunately my hopes were a little on the crushed side for that yarn. But I am going to finish this shawl, okay? So that was my last Mary Maxim. I'm glad I at least finished. I really love this cotton though, let me tell you. I can't find it anywhere. I tried looking it up on the internet. I Googled the hell out of it and I can't find it. So maybe it's a discontinued cotton that Mary Maxim bought out and is using in their clubs. Whatever. It is a softer cotton. Okay, so this actually is a cotton that would be great for garments or like dishcloths or something, but I used it for the summer shawl pattern. Anyway, so that is that with the yarn. I will be finishing my fiber spider shawl and hopefully I will have better yarns to work with. That's one thing about the Mary Maxim Club is I get to try yarns that I have never worked with before. And yeah, fun. Absolutely fun. I think everybody should have the Mary Maxim Crochet Club. It's $14.99 a month plus $4.99 shipping and handling. It's just $20 total a month. So guess what, guys? I got my new one today. My new crochet Mary Maxim Crochet Club. I'm really excited about this one. I also got Knitting Fever painted cotton yarn in the color lavender by day, or lavender by day. Look, it's purple and blue. Oh, it is beautiful. I love it. Like berry tort or something. Oh, I got 2 of them. They sent me 2 of this Knitting Fever painted cotton. I really love this stuff. I wish they would still sell it. I would buy more of it in different colors. So I got 2, and they sent me a pattern for a hobo bag. Yeah, look at that. So that's going to be fun to make. It looks really easy, really fast to work up. And so, yeah, I am going to make this. And of course, I will show it. Hobo bag. I will show it in a future video. Okay, so I am stalling a little bit, to be honest, on making a video about how I learned to crochet, because frankly, it's full of triggers and a lot of good things, but some not so good things too. So, I will make it at some point. I will make it. It just takes a lot to bring all that stuff out into the open, and I tend to be a pretty private person, so that level of vulnerability is going to be challenging and something I need to work up to, okay? So I will be making that video at some point. Now on to the next thing. One of my new subscribers said that she subscribed to my channel because I have tutorials. Now I have a few tutorials, and that is true. But I have not recently made any tutorials for a big reason. I have a 1-bedroom apartment, and I have a lot of things that don't necessarily fit into this space. And twice I have tried to reorganize my apartment. I think I've mentioned it in previous videos, but I have tried to reorganize my apartment and create some space, and it's really just kind of turned into, I'm going to have all the same clutter and put it in different places and hope that I magically make room. Okay, so I got a clue. It has not worked out. It's still a clutter. It's still a mess. I have an insane amount of yarn. I am considering putting more mystery boxes in my Etsy shop. I need to get rid of some of it. I watched this really awesome video on YouTube about decluttering your life, getting rid of, like, just really purging, okay? Like insane death purging of stuff, because a lot of times we keep stuff around because we have a hoarder mentality, like, oh, I better keep this because I might need it someday, or I'm going to keep a lot of this one thing because I don't want to run out, or for sentimental reasons, like I have an emotional attachment to this in some way and I don't want to get rid of it. But the thing is too, is sometimes we have to just go through that emotional purge and hoarding purge and just get rid of a bunch of stuff. And so I am actually taking vacation from work. I mean, I'm going to go and do stuff and have fun like a vacation, but it's kind of going to be a staycation too, because I am going to be having all this time to apartment purge, okay? My daughter's not going to like it because she has kind of that same mentality. She doesn't want to get rid of anything. And I battled, like mentally battled, like, I want to respect your stuff, Halo. I don't want her to feel like she has no power or control over her own personal belongings, and that she should choose what she keeps and what she gets rid of. But then there's also that, well, we do need to get rid of some things, and some things have got to go. And I want her to feel like her things are hers and she has power and control over her own belongings. I don't want her to like feel like she's always got to hoard stuff because I'm getting rid of it and crossing boundaries with her, because I'm trying to teach her boundaries and that her things belong to her. Because long story short, she had several years in her history where she wasn't allowed to keep anything that belonged to her. And it wasn't me. I'm teaching her that her belongings are hers and that she has a voice. Anyway, I won't go into all that, but she needs to get rid of some things. So there does come a time when a parent has to take some control and get rid of things for her. Okay, so a lot of that stuff she doesn't really deal with or anything. So like, if it were to like no longer be there, she probably would not even notice it was gone, to be honest with you. So anyway, long story short, I'm taking a vacation. I'm purging. I am getting some different furniture. And I'll be going out and having fun and doing some things in my state that I wanted to do for a long time, but haven't been able to do. The flies are going crazy in my apartment. I need to get some fly traps. So anyway, after I go through all that and get my apartment in a good position where I can set up my tutorial table and make tutorials again, I will. So like the first 9 days of August is my vacation. After that, I hope to have everything in order so that mentally I'm in the zone for this, and I'm feeling good about it, and I feel like everything's back in control in my home again. Does that make sense? So while I haven't made tutorials for a while, and probably not for a little bit yet, I will be making tutorials again. So hang in there with me, okay? Anyway, I do take some time to write some patterns. I've got one about halfway written. When it's done, I will be sending it to some testers and get that in my Etsy shop. I always sell all my patterns for just $2.50. My stitch markers are in there. They're really cute. And probably my most popular item is the stitch markers, not my patterns. Every now and then I throw some hand-dyed yarn in there. I sell it for a lot cheaper than other dyers, just because it's something that is really fun that I love to do, okay? But I can't keep it all. So I don't have any fancy labels or anything to put on it. But I do sell typically $14 to $16 a hank. So just because I have to get my money back and my time back on it. But you won't find yarn in my shop that's $28 a hank unless it's like serious primo stuff. So anyway, I will be making tutorials again, and I will be doing a video soon on how I started crocheting. It did start in my childhood. But anyway, I am going to let you go because this video has gotten long, 30 minutes now, and I don't want it to be too long. So I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, take care of each other, do random acts of kindness. The smallest thing can just really be the whole world to somebody. You never know. smile at people, and be understanding and not judgmental. Not everybody is the same, has the same path in life, has the same experiences, has the same mindset, and just be compassionate, even if the world is not showing compassion at the time. Be the one to be different. Okay? And we'll see you in the next video.